Hello, fellow pipers out there. It's Danielle, your celestial piper, and Ozzy. Say hi, Oz. And Odin. And there's Rue in the background. Where did she go? There she is. Ah, there's Lulu. They're my 4 crazy dogs. 2 of them are demons, I swear to you. That would be Odin and Luna. Anyway, I thought I'd get on here and do just a little short video that's more personal and not some crazy Monster Monday stuff or some crazy thing to shake up religions and things like that. So, as you know, if you're old subs, I've been, boy, am I saying a lot. Sorry about that. I talked about the fact that I have well, you guys don't know this. I actually now have 3 autoimmune diseases. I got a new one just a couple years ago, confirmed, called lichen sclerosis. And I'm not going to get into details of that because it's quite personal, but you're more than welcome to look it up. And I still got that stupid fibromyalgia, which I do not want to claim mine. So I try to change my verbiage all the time because we tend to say my something, and I'm doing the best not to do that. Words hold power, don't forget that. But since right now I'm kind of going into a flare, that's why I'm in the hot tub, and boy do I thank my hubby for this thing. It's amazing. You gotta find what works for you, and this works for me. It actually only cost us $100, and then we paid $50 for the part that it needs. I mean, talk about a bargain. But anyway, just want to remind my, fellow Spoonies out there that you got to remember you can't burn the candle from both ends. And I've done that this week. Now, it doesn't help. I just found out that I am now in menopause. Yay! So that means hot flash city and not sleeping very well, which I didn't do very well before. So now it's even worse. So needless to say, I'm exhausted and I got a lot coming up. So I've been helping out at All Shucks Farm for their haunted attraction 13th Ghost, which is awesome. And I absolutely love Bonnie and Butch. They're amazing people. And they've had me come out there, and I've been painting simple stuff like signs, but I've also been helping them with their props. So it's really nice to be able to use my art skills in some kind of way. So, and it's a great group of people I'll be working with. I've told you this in one of my videos if you watched it. I am not only one of their scare actors, but I'm their prop designer, and I'm heading over their makeup artists, so which are a great group of ladies. One of them's been there since she was a little girl, and she's absolutely amazingly talented. All of them are. So I'm super excited about that. And so that starts September 23rd. That's next Friday. Well, before then, I'm going on a trip with my friend Mary Ann, and we're leaving Sunday to go to Nashville, Tennessee, and check out the music scene and stuff out there. So I'm going to bring my guitar and all. Don't know if we're going to be doing anything, but I'm going to bring it. Yeah, so I got a lot going on. And I have a gig today at Middle James Brewery in Charlotte, Pineville. And I'm tired. I'm so tired. I am so tired. Thank God for my piano bench, because I'm trying to learn keyboards too. I know. And see, that's the problem, is I can't stick to just one thing. I'm all over the place. And in a way, it's great, but I'm not very organized. So I need to organize my time better. So, yeah, so I bring my keyboard bench and I just sit on that. It's nice and comfortable, even though I'm not playing keyboards at my gig, but I use that as my seat. You just got to find things that work for you. But the problem is when you're super exhausted, your voice don't work the greatest either. So hopefully we'll be doing a bit better later. But Just wanted to let you guys know I'm still dealing with that stuff. The last couple years, well, not this past year, but the 2 years prior, I was doing actually pretty good. But I was also taking, my mom's lived with me, as you know, for a while. But the last 2 years of her life, she went really downhill quick. Her heart got really bad. Her COPD got really bad. And see, there I am labeling it her, right? Things that we have to like really like pay attention to when we speak. But she went to Wilmington, Delaware. Not Wilmington, Delaware. Oh, that's funny. Wilmington, North Carolina. With us. We went on vacation 3 years ago, and that was her last vacation with us. And after that, she just started to just decline pretty quickly. I had to take her to the hospital. She had all sorts of issues going on, and then we end up getting some home health care, and then she would be back in the hospital, home health care again, back to the hospital, till finally they said, she's going to need some palliative, that's palliative care. She's going to need more care. Hospice isn't just for end of life. It gives you the care that palliative care can't give. So, again, I'm not thinking she's dying. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get the help I need, because she was completely immobile. And it was getting to the point she couldn't even walk anymore. She couldn't hold her bladder. She was completely incontinent. And, having my own issues, and now I had to deal with that. It was a lot on my plate. But I'll tell you one thing: when you love somebody, I try not to get choked up. You put yourself aside. So for those 2 years, I never even thought about how I felt at all. So I did really well. So I think I learned that the power of the mind is so huge, and love is so huge. We did get her into hospice, and I got a lot of things that I needed. I got a lot of help. Somebody helped me bathe her and things like that, and all that she needed. But I was still having to have somebody help me lift her from her chair. She liked to stay on a recliner to the commode, and she was getting worse. She wasn't even able to get herself off with just me alone. I had to get somebody to help. So finally, one of the nurses said, hey, you know what? She'll qualify for a lift. But I still needed a second person, because that thing is tricky. So we got a lift, and we used that the rest of her life, which was probably a good year. And I have to say, I had a bad experience when my father was dying, when I was 20 years old. And he had cancer. He was only 43 when he died. And the hospice in Jersey was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, they were great with my grandmother, who died in Jersey. But at least from what I could tell, because I lived down here, so I wasn't there as much. But, they weren't really good with my dad. Now, with my mom, I had the most amazing experience with hospice. So, I just want to put that out there. Sadly, what ended up taking her was that virus going around. And although I don't completely fall for everything, I can tell you that I've experienced it not only once but twice. Second time around was more like the flu. First time around, I was too busy taking care of my mom to even pay attention to how bad I felt. I did feel bad, but again, it still felt like a bad flu. But my husband was horrible. He could barely breathe. He has asthma and stuff like that. So my mom had COPD, and obviously this does not work. And everything else that the nurse put on did not work for him either. In her case, it was merciful and she went quick. Started showing signs of it that Tuesday, and the next day, which was a Wednesday, she was gone. Her nurse died 2 weeks later. Yeah. He had chronic what was it? He had the obstructive kind of sleep apnea. So I don't know if that played into it, but sadly he went too. And I really love Scott. He was a great guy. And he was young. So that was sad. So it was tough. And so, you know, I just want to be raw with you guys. I'm very tough on myself. And I think the fact that I am tough on myself is what makes me function every day. Otherwise, I'd be a depressed mess and probably wouldn't want to live much. You know what I mean? I'm very grateful to my family. So I say all this to you. Life sucks sometimes. It really does. And people do too. That's why my catchphrase is, you people. I really do have a t-shirt that says that. And it's not that I don't like people. It's just some people make it really hard. But you can't let it get you, you know? Sometimes you're just going to need a day to say, I'm sorry guys, I just can't do it today. And then some days, you're good. You're just going to have to know what you can do and what you can't do. So I'm going to take it easy today until I will take a walk, because I'm trying to keep some type of exercise going. And then I have my gig tonight. Make sure I rest up and sleep. And then leave Sunday for Nashville. So maybe I'll pop in on you guys while I'm gone. I do have a Monster Monday video scheduled to play after midnight on Monday, September 23rd. No, not September 23rd. Whoa. September 19th. See? I'm like totally all shucks far-minded right now. All right, guys. Well, that I'm not going to bore you with anymore, but I just wanted to share some things, and I thank you guys that stuck around and didn't allow some of the content that I put up piss you off so much that you left. But please know, life here is a journey, so you just got to take it in strides, and then sometimes things that we thought we knew aren't really what they were. So I love you all, and have a great weekend. Until we meet again, my friends. This is actually victory, so peace.